Hey guys, I have decided to make an eyebrow maintenance video. I've had several people comment on my eyebrows and how much they like them, and I kind of want to just share my eyebrow secrets. Eyebrows are really important. I've talked about this in another video. They show your facial expressions, and if you don't have any or you over tweeze, whatever the case may be, I just kind of want to show you the way that I maintain them. When I was younger, I was definitely an over tweezer. There's several pictures that I don't even like to look at because my eyebrows look so terrible. I will say, don't be jealous that my eyebrows are so thick. I literally have nothing in my eyebrows right now. No eyebrow pencil, nothing in there. They're really thick, and it's not necessarily a good thing. I have to tweeze my eyebrows pretty much every other day. My hair grows ridiculously fast, and it can be really, really annoying. And actually, I've been planning on making this video for a while now, and my eyebrows are a little crazy at the moment. So the first thing that I want to kind of talk about is a lot of people tend to tweeze instead of trimming their eyebrow. So a few things that you'll need to maintain your eyebrows are a little pair of scissors, and these are like slightly curved. You can kind of see. And these really help with just trimming your eyebrows, because your eyebrows grow, obviously, and they get longer. So the goal is, instead of tweezing them and pulling them completely out of your face, to just trim them down and maintain them a little bit more. The other thing that you'll need, which I've talked about before, is I use Milani. And FYI, I found this at HEB, which is similar to a Kroger, for $3, and I bought this one at Walgreens for like $6. So be aware that you can probably get this cheaper places than Walmart. So too late for me. I don't feel like taking it back. And I'm actually using a dark brown. So, adjust it based on your eyebrow color and whatever you're doing with your hair. Your eyebrows don't need to be super thick. That's not natural anyways. As you can see, there's still plenty of space in my eyebrows. You can see a little bit here and a little bit here and here, that they're not fully a complete dark patch over my face. It's hair. You don't expect hair to grow that way, so it doesn't. So I'm just going to take this out of here so it's ready for me when I want to use it. And so the first thing that I would recommend is using the end of the pencil, which has a brush. So what I tend to do is kind of brush my eyebrows up and to the side. It is natural to have some sort of curve or some sort of lift in your eyebrows. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a lift right here. A little bit on both sides. I definitely have to maintain that, because otherwise my hair kind of starts to grow down and around over here. Another thing to keep in mind is that your eyebrow should hopefully line up almost perfectly with this tear duct part of your eye. So if you kind of hold your pencil here diagonally, it should match. Now, not everybody's eyebrows grow that way, and if you've over tweezed so much, it could take a really long time. It took me several months to get my eyebrows looking decent after I'd over tweezed them again. I had to grow them out. They had to look kind of ugly for a while, and you may have to go through that to kind of get them the way that you want them. So really quickly, what I do is I take my brush and I just kind of brush the hair up. And I know it's hard to see, but you can see where some of the hairs are sticking up. See how they're a lot longer than how I actually have my eyebrow. So what I do is I take the scissors with the rounded edge down, and I hold the hair up, and I just go straight across, and this is really hard to do. wish I brought my mirror. And I just go across like this. So, you know, it's going to take some time to get it right, and you may have to play with it a little bit. But you really don't want to tweeze anywhere within the main part of your eyebrow. The only place that you should be tweezing is up around here, the sides, down around here to maintain your shape, and then of course in between here. And I'll show you again on the other side. Again, it's kind of hard for me to do, but as you can see, there's some hairs sticking up, and I just take my scissors and go across and just cut some of those hairs. So be careful not to cut them too much shorter, just a tiny little bit, like that. So as you can see, I've kind of brought the eyebrow down. It was a little bit longer, so you can see that it looks really groomed there. And I can see hairs on my keyboard. So I'm going to do this side one more time because I feel like I didn't get it that well. And also, I wouldn't go too much further past your little I don't know, bridge or whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't go too much past the arch, I mean. That's the word I'm looking for. Don't trim too much past the arch. So you'll get better at this. I still haven't mastered it. And I certainly haven't mastered it this way, that's for sure. Okay. So anyways, that looks a little bit better. Then what I do is I just comb them up. I comb them the exact way I want them to look. So there you go. You can kind of see. Now, as you can see over here, this part is just thin. It's just the way that my hair grows. So what I would recommend with those thinning areas, and even in with eyebrows that have trouble doing this naturally, doing this little lift naturally, you may have to just kind of encourage it to go up a little. So what I do is I just pencil really lightly. Oops. And I always do this before I put any of my other makeup on, because until you've perfected it, that would be what I would recommend. And again, I'm doing this, and I'm always brushing to try to make sure that I'm keeping my pencil within the boundaries of my eyebrow. Now, to avoid the lines that you may create within your eyebrow that don't look natural, this really helps spread those out. So as you can see, this eyebrow is already looking a little bit more filled in. The last thing you want to do is completely draw on your eyebrow, unless you don't have any. If you have to do that, you have to do that. But just remember, it's natural to have this little lift. Your eyebrow should gradually get thinner. It should lift, or have it however you want. This is just the way I prefer it. But as you can see, this eyebrow looks fully filled in. And if I wanted to, but I can't see, I would even probably add a little bit more up here. And you can go as dramatic or not dramatic as you want. Now on this side, I always have issues trying to get this part to like grow up here. So I do kind of have to draw that in a little. And then I'm always, like I said, continuing to brush. And then I'll kind of use my finger to make sure that I haven't gotten any on my skin. And then I'll probably fill in just a little bit right here. And I also kind of like lift my brow a little where I want that arch to be. So, there you go. Not my best work, but I'm watching myself do it on a delayed screen. So, the things that you need, I will go over again. I would get a pencil brush that has this, or an eyebrow pencil that has this brush at the end. That's really key to the trimming. I would have a pair of good tweezers. I feel like good tweezers are hard to find. They don't always grab the little bitty fine hairs, so don't settle. Don't be afraid to return tweezers if you don't think they're good. You shouldn't have them. I have no idea where these came from. They were a gift, and they just so happen to be awesome. And then these little scissors you can buy anywhere. I mean, any beauty store will have little scissors like this. So that's my quick how to have good eyebrows. Like I said, the few main things that you need to know is don't fill your eyebrow in completely with the pencil. It's not natural. Number 2, your eyebrow should get a little bit smaller. You don't want an eyebrow that's just as thick here as it is over here. It should gradually get thinner. Number 3, eyebrows don't go straight across. Not naturally, they don't go straight across. They will grow some different way, but they're not going to be straight across. So don't be afraid if your eyebrows are doing something funky where they're straight across like this. Don't be afraid to add a little lift in there. And if you're afraid to do it, go to a professional that can help you do that. And then all you have to do is just maintain it from there. So yeah, quick tips on maintaining your eyebrows.